This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 10th of April. I'm James Spann, getting set for a cool change with frost likely across much of North Alabama early Thursday. Let's check some of the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. Let's start way down south. How about it? Gulf Shores looking good. That is the scene there from the beautiful Alabama Gulf Coast. A lot of folks out there enjoying the surf and the sand on a sunny spring day. Just gorgeous. Here's the Trussville Skycam northeast of Birmingham. Just a few fair weather clouds. Its sky's mostly sunny. But up north, look at the Coleman Skycam. It's mostly cloudy, and they have actually seen a few raindrops and a few widely scattered showers that have formed across a cold front approaching from the north. Temperatures this afternoon are mostly in the upper 60s up in the Tennessee Valley, with upper 70s down this way. Birmingham 78 degrees at 2 o'clock. And there you go. There's your big trough carving out over the east, ridge pumping up over the west, and yep, that will deliver much colder air late tonight and tomorrow. You can see the cold air nosing in here from Canada. Chicago's sitting at 44 degrees at 2 o'clock. And readings up on the Canadian border are below freezing, so it's going to be a pretty little big change compared to these warm days we've seen of late. There's the radar, and you can see those scattered showers. That's taken at 2:15 this afternoon. In fact, a few little patches of moderate rain, and I've even seen a lightning stroke or two. And this stuff is drifting to the southeast, and it should fade away with time. Any rain this evening should be very light and very spotty, although you might see a neighborhood or two that gets a little brief heavier shower. There's a watch warning map. Look at all the freeze warnings, frost advisories for much of the east. And again, that's likely that the Weather Service offices in Birmingham and Huntsville will issue frost advisories for their counties for late tomorrow night and Thursday morning. And we'll talk about that as we go. There's the convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight. The SPC guys have dropped that slight risk they had over Louisiana, and I think that's right, that they've got a small slight risk over the Texas Panhandle and the South Plains. Tomorrow, day 2, slight risk over West Texas, some of the adjacent states. And on day 3, which is Thursday, standard slight risk, West Texas, West Oklahoma, up into parts of Kansas. Day 4, day 5, Friday, Saturday, risk of severe weather stays out across the nation's breadbasket. And the good news to report, no severe weather here for at least the next 5 days. And not much rain. This is the expected rain around the nation through the weekend, or through Sunday morning at 7 o'clock, and this basically has nothing here. And again, once we get past these isolated showers this evening, the weather does look dry through the weekend ahead. We'll peek at the 12Z GFS. This is valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. Trough, ridge, trough. Trough over the west, ridge over the central states, big trough over the east, and that means we will turn noticeably cooler. It's a cold air advection pattern tomorrow. Should be a bright, sunny day. I doubt if you find a cloud in the sky. And the high will drop into the 60s tomorrow. The NAM is showing a high of 66, and Thursday, the high drops over us, and that's going to be our cold morning. The NAM is printing 37. And, of course, we all know that one number doesn't work because of the terrain here. I think the colder valley should be near 32. Warmer ridge tops around 40, but most places should have some frost Thursday morning, which means if you've got tomato plants or something that might be harmed by frost, you need to cover them up tomorrow night before you go to bed. And then once we get past Thursday morning, we should be pretty good. Thursday will be nice. Now, Friday, let me just say this. Friday morning is going to be pretty cold. And I do think the colder valleys over east and northeast Alabama could see some frost again. And I think we need to kind of hit that hard. We haven't really mentioned that too much, but while central and west Alabama, probably no frost. East Alabama, yes, Friday morning could bring some frost as well. So we're looking at both of those mornings now. Clearly the most widespread frost will be Thursday, but again, Friday, East Alabama, Northeast Alabama, could be a bit frosty as well. But the day should be gorgeous. There's Saturday starting off the weekend. Looks nice, dry. Highs in the upper 70s, the GFS showing 78. All of the stormy action continues well to the north and west. And there's Sunday, and there's the deal. Big upper low over the Four Corners in the southwest United States. A warm ridge here across the southeast. And obviously that's a severe weather setup out there for the central plain, the southern plains. There's the surface chart at midday Sunday. A surface low is near Trinidad, Colorado. That could be a very active convective day for Oklahoma and some of the adjacent states, but around here, this run looks pretty dry. And again, we might consider some risk of a shower late Sunday, but the odds look pretty small now. And really, Monday of next week looks dry. As the ridge holds, will be warm. High should be in the low 80s on Sunday and Monday. Convection off to the west. Tuesday, the upper low begins to lift out. And with that dynamic support approaching, we'll have a band of thunderstorms to deal with Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday night. Now, on this run, the surface low is pretty far north. It's near Chicago, 1,000 millibars, but we'll have to watch for severe weather potential here. This is mid-April, after all. Now, but with the surface low so far north, if that's the right solution, that's a big if, we don't know. But the better backing of the winds would probably be a bit north of here for tornado formation. But again, it's just way too early to determine. We'll check the end of the forecast, April 26th. Almost to the year anniversary of the horrible tornado outbreak last year. Look at the upper low. It's sitting over Pennsylvania. Goodness. That's got some low thickness values up there because of the cold air aloft, but if by chance that's right, the weather here would be pretty calm. And don't be shocked if that feature goes away in future runs. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And don't forget to catch us on ABC 3340 News on the live stream or on TV at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless. The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.